Hi, and welcome to the AnyRPG 0.12a new features demo. In this video, I'll be demonstrating the major new content and features of the AnyRPG 0.12a release. There will be timestamps in the video comments, so if you're interested in a specific feature, you can skip straight to that part of the video. If you don't already have a copy of AnyRPG, you can go to anyrpg.org/downloads, where you will find links to the GitHub source code, as well as the full Unity package, which includes extra icons, prefabs, and a demo of the first two chapters of the game, A Lost Soul. Now let's get started with the demo. There is a feature that I forgot to demo in the last video for the AnyRPG 0.11a release, and that is the new resource selectors, so I just wanted to briefly demo that. Previously, any field that referred to a scriptable object, which are these guys right here, here, and here, with these little buttons beside them, required you to manually type in the name of the object. Since 0.11 alpha, all fields that refer to scriptable objects have a resource selector button beside them. You can click on this resource selector button and it will give you a pop-up window similar to the Unity window, where you can filter by typing in anything you want at the top. And this list is context sensitive. So, for example, I'm clicking on audio. I'm only going to get a list of audio, and I can filter that again. And it's based on these resources folders here. So, for example, you can see I've got 5 scenes showing up because I'm only looking through these resource folders. But if I go to the Lost Soul story demo game, and I click on these scenes, then I get a list of all scenes in the Lost Soul story demo based on this list of resource folders. Let's take a look at one of the other new features, and that is the new UMA armor that's included. So I'm just opening up the content demo game that's included with AnyRPG Unity package. And we're going to load that. And just make sure that we have maximize on play set. And when I start a new game, you can see all of the different UMA armor that is included. We've got lots of armor for females and males in cloth and leather, but new in version 0.12 alpha is plate armor for both males and females. Another new feature is multi-phase quests. Multi-phase quests allow you to have multiple steps or phases in a quest, and only the objectives for the current phase will be shown. This allows you to control the order that objectives are completed in a way that makes more sense and supports story flow better. You can see that I'm on this quest right now, Investigate the Mana Seal, and rather than just having a big long list of objectives, we've got one visible objective, travel to the Mana Seal. So I'll travel through this portal here. And now that I am in the Mana Seal, you can see that the list has changed, and now the current objective is to go find a discharged Lunamech. And as I proceed through the quest, then it'll tell me to find a dusty Lunamech and a holy Lunamech, and eventually enter the temple at the end here. All players can now swim, which is another new feature. So let's load up a different save that I have here and just demonstrate how swimming works. So swimming works pretty much as you would expect it to, from if you've ever played any game that has swimming in it. When the player jumps in the water, they can tread water and they can swim around on the surface. You maybe hear the splashing there. And when they swim around underwater, it's a little more silent. And then when the camera's underwater, there's now a nice fog effect that makes it look like you've got some murky water. And you can use the space bar to move your character up and the X key to move your character down and swim around. Now, mounts can also swim, and mounts also have sort of a max level that they'll basically be able to come out of the water at, which is defined on each unit as sort of their chest level, which is the highest that they can swim. And so your mount is also capable of swimming around with you on it. The next feature that I wanted to demo is Autorun. Autorun is by default bound to the star key, and that can also be changed in the system settings under key bindings. You'll see a new Autorun keybind in here somewhere. Toggle Autorun, there it is. And so let's go ahead and just press the star key, and right now you can see Autorun got turned on, and I'm not touching the keyboard and I'm not touching the mouse, and my character continues to run. Now you can also turn while Autorun is on, but if you were to perform any action like jump or move, then Autorun is going to be turned off, and this is just a nice easy way to get yourself across a level without having to actually touch the keyboard or actively steer your character at all times. The next feature that I wanted to demonstrate is flying, and for that we will load up the new features or demo game. Actually, so let's go ahead and load one of these characters here, and you can see that this character now has some wings, and there's lots of different colors of wings included with this, pretty much every color of the rainbow. And flight can be accomplished by units. So for example, our dragon can now fly, regardless of whether or not the character can actually fly himself. And it can also be accomplished through buffs. So in this case, I can click on red wings, and now my character can fly around. When you go underwater, he's no longer flying, he's now swimming, and you can see this sort of fog effect in the lava here is also turning the lava orange. Another new feature in the 0.12a release is groups of buffs, and certain buffs in different groups can overwrite each other. So for example, you see that I've got red wings active right now, and if I click on magenta wings, now my character has some magenta wings, and that's overwritten the red wings buff. Let's demonstrate next gliding. So characters can glide with a glide buff, and I'm just going to click on the glide buff, and as soon as we start falling, then the character can glide around. You can imagine this could be used for like a parachute effect or a slow fall effect or something similar to that. And in the air, when you're gliding, you can change direction. It's not like a standard fall where you can't actually change direction. Another new feature in this version is a slope limit, so my character can run up all the slopes all the way up to 60 degrees, and this is configurable, and as soon as he hits a slope higher than 60 degrees, he can no longer run straight up the wall like he used to be able to in previous versions. The final feature that I wanted to demonstrate is fall damage. Fall damage is now configurable with a minimum distance until the damage occurs. So off of a 10-meter fall, I'm going to barely take any damage at all. Let's fly up a little higher here, and you'll see that we'll take more damage because the damage is a percentage of the character's health per meter. So that fall was enough to knock him about halfway down. And then of course, if we go high enough and we fall, then the character is going to take so much damage that he dies. Those are all of the major new features in this version. There's a bunch of other minor stuff included. For example, all of the inventory icons and items included in the Unity package now have transparent backgrounds. And there's a lot of custom icons that actually match the appearance of the included UMA armor. I'll let you discover those on your own though. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, don't forget to thumbs up the video or subscribe to the AnyRPG YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.